Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Average Movie Review Podcast. I just finished watching one battle after another, and honestly, it's got to be one of the most funniest movies I've seen in a long time. Like, although, I get the hype around it, I also kind of don't. I feel like it's overhyped. It's a little overhyped, but it's still not a bad movie. It's still a great movie. It's freaking funny and hilarious, um, and intense. Holy shit, is it intense? Um, Leo is just doing his thing in this film. Like, hate him, love him, do whatever you want with him, but Leonardo DiCaprio is a generational actor. I don't think there is a movie where you can put him in and he will not shine. Like, he will outshine every time, and he does this in this film. Like, he plays this character to probably the best of to the best of anyone's ability. Like, I don't think anybody, if they cast anyone else, I don't think they would be able to live up to this man's, like, his, I don't even know how to say this, like live up to him, like, literally. Like, it would not match. Nobody could play this character better than Leonardo DiCaprio, and he does it in every scene he's in, when he's tensed out, when he's angry, when he was yelling at the guy over the phone and he was just losing his shit. um like, him just, like, acting all nervous and pretending to be some, like, you know, like he doesn't know anything. He's scared half. Like, brother, like, this man, phenomenal, phenomenal actor. And Benicio del Toro. Okay, like, tonight was the Critics' Choice Awards, and he didn't win Best Supporting Actor. Although I think in this film, the Best Supporting Actor should kind of go to Sean Penn, because Sean Penn was crazy in this film. I don't think I've ever seen this man act like this at his age too, looking that, like, fit and, like, ready to kick some ass and doing the shit that he does. Holy crap, in the movie. Absolutely wild stuff. Like, I don't know how they convinced this man to do it, but Sean Penn said, "Whatever you got, you throw it at me. I'm giving you 10 times more back." He's so funny. Like, when he went up to Leo in the grocery store, and he's like, I love black girls." What the fuck? It was so unhinged. And you could tell Leo was like, "What the fuck was that? Like, what did I get myself into?" Absolutely wild stuff. And then, one of my favorite lines in the film, I think, like, I don't think a lot of people talk about it on Twitter and, like, social media, but the best line was the white guy who turned out to be the assassin, looking at his in that white supremacy meeting or whatever, and he's like, "Where did the pussy go?" And the guy's like, "Pussy's gone." He's like, "Ah, pussy's gone." Like, the execution of that line was perfection, absolutely perfection. Like, that is so funny to me. Paul Wes Anderson is a phenomenal director. I would love to see him do a superhero film of some sort. I don't know what film he would be great to, like, direct, but I know there's a superhero out there that would benefit from him directing. The shots of the film, absolutely amazing. One of the most famous shots in this film is going to be, and is right now, is the scene where she closes the door, Willa, and she starts driving. Absolutely amazing job on that part. That was so crisp and clean, and that whole car chase scene was also so crisp and clean. And I think, what's funny is, like, we see these intense and crazy, crazy car chases, but, like, they're not as cool as you think they would be. But, like, this car chase scene, just for that 5 minutes, 10 minutes of them just driving in a straight line, and the camera going up and down from the hills and all of that, like, that was freaking amazing. Like, that was intense. intense. That was done so well. I don't care what anyone says. Holy crap, was that done amazing. Both Tiana Taylor and Regina Hall, I think they all deserve nominations for Best Supporting Actress. Regina Hall is not in the film for too long, but again, she's always stealing the show no matter what. She does an amazing job for like the 5-10 minutes that she's in. Um, and I absolutely love seeing her on screen. She's just amazing. And Tiana Taylor, surprisingly, like I didn't have any expectations from her. I know she's done a few movies here and there, but she did a phenomenal job in this film. I did find the beginning a little bit weird, but other than that, like everything else she did was amazing. Like, and she was like, I think in the movie for the first 35 minutes, and then we don't see her again. But she left an impact, like she left an imprint in the film. And I think throughout the entire film, as an audience member, you're kind of hoping she comes back at some point during the film, which she never does. But it would have been really cool to see her. Another great scene in the film, I think, is the church scene between Sean Penn and Willa, who is played by Chase Infinity. Um, Phenomenal job. I love the fact that when she's like, "Why is your shirt so tight?" and he just automatically assumed she was calling him gay, and he just snapped. He's like, "I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not homosexual. I'm not that." Like Sean Penn was just on drugs. I swear to God, I don't think like he was acting. I feel like that was just him the whole time shooting this film, and he's just so fucking good at being like a racist douchebag. I absolutely fucking loved it. Um, but yeah, like Chase Infinity does such an amazing job, and I love like it felt like a man was trying to convince to like a priest because she was sitting in the middle of the church, cross behind her and everything, and she's kind of like portraying to be like the good one, and then like you see him wearing all black and like running around, and he's like chaos, right? And she's just peace, and she's just sitting there, and she's waiting. He's like confessing everything to her, and it's just perfect. Again, like some of the shots in this film are just breathtaking. To be quite honest, like I can only imagine how amazing it must have been looking in IMAX. But some of the shots in the film, but again, it's a Wes Anderson film. Like it's going to be like perfectly. It's going to be like perfectly symmetrical, and it's just so beautiful to watch every scene. Another big thing in this film, and I think it's in most of Wes Anderson's film, is the music. The music is not your typical kind of music. It is, I would say, it's a very chaotic type of score compared to like other types of score that you hear. Um, it's just it feels like random notes, but they're all connected and they work so well. And like each scene has its own particular style of music when it comes to it. Like you have to kind of watch it to understand. And another thing that I loved was like it was the intensity of the music. Like the music does sometimes overtake the dialogue and the scene itself. I feel like at near the end of the scene where he's running on the rooftops, I felt like the music really wasn't necessary. I felt like it took over too much. It was too loud. And I felt I was getting a little annoyed by it. But like again, throughout that entire scene before that, like it was just really intense, and it was building up, which was really, really well done. But the music at the end of the car chase scene, that was perfect. The way that it built up the intensity right up to the end before the crash, and like something bad's going to happen. Um, I think the entire cast and crew, everyone that was part of this film deserves a nomination for something because they did a phenomenal job. Uh, this is not. I don't think this is your typical, Paul Wes Anderson film. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit. Um, it doesn't follow his typical style. I guess you would say like it's not. It's not something that um, he's known for in that sense, right? Like I don't know. It's just it felt very different from his other films, and I absolutely enjoyed it. He did such a good job in this film. He directed the shit out of this film. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, the shots again, absolutely amazing. Like, I I don't know how to tell you guys. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's like very true. It's breathtaking. It honestly is. Um, Benicio del Toro again, phenomenal job, amazing actor. It doesn't really get any better than this. This guy's just he's top notch. He's just top notch. I loved how his character just stayed calm the entire time, didn't overreact, didn't go crazy, just to remain normal and calm. And like it was just funny to watch him. Um, the way he talks to people, the way he interacts, absolutely amazing. He commands the screen. That's one thing about Benicio. Like he just commands wherever he is, and yeah, I think all I could do is just praise Leo. Like he just did such a phenomenal job in this film. As usual, like there's nothing less of it. Like he delivers a performance every time, no matter what film he's in. Even if you put him in a Netflix film, you put him in a Prime film, it doesn't matter. He's doing the best he can. He does it the best he does, and it's absolutely amazing the way he does it. And it is again such a great job. And I can see the hype. I will say, like, I feel like it's getting a little bit too much hype in the sense. I think people are a little bit over the top about it. I can definitely see this not being everyone's cup of tea. Um, but like I think it's overall an amazing film. Like I'm giving it like a solid 8.5 9 out of 10. Like honestly, I can't decide between both. I thought it was a really good film. Like I said, the beginning threw me off a little bit. It wasn't my I don't know what I was kind of watching, and I was trying to figure it out. But I think once it picks up, it never stops. Oh, and another funny scene. Another funny scene was when Leo was talking to that kid Bluto or whatever the fuck whoever casted Bluto. Honestly, kudos to that guy or girl, whoever it was. I don't even know, but yo, that whoever casted that man, like, where did they find this guy? Who is this guy? He's so fucking funny. He just looked like he was just happy to be there. I don't know what his purpose was, but he was super hilarious. And when he pulls him to the side and he whispers in his ear, he's like, "Whatever you do to her, I'm going to do to you. I'm going to do to your fucking family." You're in reverse or whatever it was. Yo, that shit killed me. And he kept calling him homie. You cool homie? You cool homie? Like what the fuck? And this is again, this is the beauty of Leonardo DiCaprio. Is just like he he can become a character. Like he can actually become the character he's playing. Like at the end of the movie, you see him playing with the iPhone. He's taking the selfie, and I think it's just him kind of remembering how Benicio took the selfie too when they got out of prison. And it was like the most randomest thing too. He's like, "Hey, let's take a selfie." I was like, "What the fuck? You're about to get chased by cars, and this man's like, Leo, give me a second, let me take a selfie." Craziest thing. I don't know if it was like a reference to like, but first let me take a selfie. Like I don't know, like if it was a reference to that or whatever it was, but it was just so freaking funny, or like maybe a reference to the fact that like even in tough times, like we always turn to social media and we're trying to like update our social media statuses, or maybe it was just something he just put in and he was just like, "Fuck it, this just sounds funny," and he's like taking the selfie, sorry, at the end of the film, Leonardo's taking the selfie and stuff, and he's just like so unaware of how to use an iPhone and stuff, and it's so perfect. Like it's his character. Like that's something that character would do. He looked like an idiot. He didn't know how to do anything. He didn't know how to use a phone and stuff like that. And again, just brilliant, just brilliant in terms of that. But yeah, honestly, one battle after another was a fun movie. I definitely recommend you watch it if you haven't. Give it a little bit of time. It does need some time to pick up. And again, this may or may not be your cup of tea. It may not be the type of film that you're looking forward to. Um, if you enjoy, honestly, if you enjoy more dialogue, story, you enjoy, you know, like perfect comedic timing, some intense moments, a little bit of action. Like this is your type of film. Like if you're like a Fast and Furious lover, this is not something you're gonna like. If you're a Marvel lover who only watches like superhero action films, this may not be your cup of tea. But if you enjoy like serious storytelling, beautiful direction, um, intense score and stuff like that, this is something you'll enjoy. If you, I honestly think that if you enjoy like a Christopher Nolan film, you should enjoy a Wes Anderson film. I think you will. Like I really do. Like I feel like you're gonna enjoy this film because it's very similar, right? Like the music is there, the action is there. Sorry, not Wes Anderson. Sorry, Thomas Anderson, Paul Thomas Anderson, and he just does. Again, he absolutely nailed it out of this one. So let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you guys, and catch you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.